Hey, we're going to show our tour of Odyssey of the Seas, starting with deck 3, and it is going to feature back to front. Main dining room is on decks 3 and 4, and we're going to show you that first. Then we're going to move to forward. But this dining room, I'll tell you, it's my favorite dining room as far as how it looks, the appearance. It's very contemporary. It happens to be Christmas time. It is December 11th. So they have gingerbread houses everywhere you'll be seeing in the video. But look at the entrance. Now, my time dining is on deck 3. If you have traditional, you'll be on deck 4. There may be some traditional down here as well, but the my time dining desk is deck 3. But look at this. Lots of hosts here to assist people. Look at the decor and the artwork, just beautiful. Look at the contemporary design of this dining room. This is in the Quantum Ultra class, by the way. And this ship was delivered to Royal Caribbean officially March 31st of 2021 in a virtual ceremony because it was during the COVID shutdown, and it was idle until June of 2021 when it was delivered to Royal Caribbean. Look at the dining room. That's like a jellyfish display. So the dining rooms are decks 3 and 4. Deck 5 is the Via. You'll see that later, but my favorite place to sit in this dining room is down over by the front there, or back, whatever it is, but I like sitting back over there. If you can sit in this central area, look at the views up in the top. Really, really cool. So that's deck 3. We're gonna move forward, and I have a separate casino tour. You can check that out on my channel, the Odyssey of the Seas, the grand tour of the Casino Royale. So we're gonna zip through the casino, and you can see the tour of that separately, or we're gonna go move forward past the casino. Right, moving through the casino, we see music hall, and there's actually more slot machines. Let's just go further back. Look at all these. There's even more slot machines all the way out here. These used to not be here. Wow. This is non-smoking portion. Lots of slot machines, but here is music hall. It's on decks 3 and 4. They are doing looks like they're getting ready to set up for an art auction. So we'll probably try to check it out from deck 4 as we get to the back of the ship, or the front of the ship. I'm going back to front, forward to back. So that is deck 3. Another entrance to music hall. And so now we have ended up here at the front. And the Royal Theater is on decks 4 and 5, so we're just gonna move right up to deck 4. All right, on deck 4, Odyssey of the Seas, this is the heart of the ship. Instead of a promenade, they have a Royal Esplanade on deck 4. And so in the front of the ship is the Royal Theater. So it's on decks 4 and 5. We'll give you a glimpse of the Royal Theater. Just to show you the beautiful entrance, like Space Mountain. Sound effects, free of charge, and it's your typical Royal Theater, as you can see. And deck 5 is above. So let's continue on with the tour. All right, exiting out of the Royal Theater, moving to the back on deck 4, the heart of the ship, the Royal Esplanade. You have shops. The elevator things were there. Here is a look at music hall on the 4th deck. So this is the upper deck. Way back in the day when they had the Pinnacle Lounge, because of overcrowding, they used to have it up here. They have pool tables and the bar, and as you can see below, they're setting up for the art auction, but that is music hall. They got a live band set up there. So we're just gonna get out of here real quick. And photo studio here on your left. Look how elegant and bright. This part is very similar to the Quantum ships. Quantum, Ovation, Anthem. Very similar. This is the Quantum Ultra because it was amplified with the crown and the casitas, the lime and the coconut, lots of the decor. Giovanni's Italian kitchen. Lots of upgrades and amplifications. So it is, again, Christmas. You can see some of the decorations here. Oh, there's the Crown and Compass Pub. They have bar menu, pub eats. Interesting pub menu. More shops over here. Look at that beautiful Christmas tree. That's a big one. That's what she said. All right, so it is kind of early, not as early as I would like it, but there's a few people out. But look at the Christmas tree, really pretty. There's your Crown and Compass Pub. This ship, like the other Quantum ships, has the Sorrentos right next to the Cafe Promenade. And in the Cafe Promenade, you have complimentary coffees and teas, or you can ask for specialty coffees.
Good morning.
Hi, you have specialty coffees here?
Here we just have regular size.
Okay.
If you want, we have into 70 cafe.
Oh, that's where it is. Okay.
Or windjammer.
All right. So I will stand corrected already. So the 270 cafe is the specialty coffees.
Yes.
Yes.
And windjammer market.
We will, and the Windjammer bar. Yes. And I will, and then of course the Starbucks, which your drink package is not included in Starbucks. So you're going to be. Thank you for your information. All right. So there you go. Your complimentary special. If you have the drink package, your specialty coffees are included at the Cafe 270 and the Windjammer bar. This is the Starbucks that basically you charge your gift cards for, your Starbucks cards, and you pay separate. You don't, not allowed to use drink package there. All right, so this is very similar to a Royal Promenade type thing. It's not as big. This ship is more compartmentalized. Here's your boleros, more art auction stuff. So we're not able to see the full effect of it, but it is typical boleros like you'd see on Oasis class. You have a guest services over here, which is very different than the normal ships with a big desk. This has a larger area here, and then right over to the right would be your loyalty ambassador. So moving back on deck 4, this is the interactive artwork. As you walk through, these things move. Look at this. See that? It moves with me. And on this side, it has beach balls. It doesn't work when you're holding a phone because you need two hands, but you can see right there. See, you have to, yeah, there you go. So that's really, really cool. And then we're back over to the second level of the main dining room. Once again, beautiful entrance. Look at this. The dining room on deck 4. Now, if you want to go to the back of the ship and see the via, that would be deck 5. But here is a look at the deck 4 portion of the dining room. I'm gonna just go in here and just show you. I love this view in this dining room. It's just so beautiful. Don't you agree? Look at that. And right above you see Giovanni's, the wine bar with a tapas menu. So that is your deck 4 on Odyssey of the Seas. Stay tuned for deck 5. All right, one more thing on deck 4 I wanted to show you as we are heading back to the front of the ship is next to the photo gallery is the vending machines, the unboxed. So this is, there that is, near the front of the ship. So deck 5, moving forward, you have the Focus Photo Gallery, which you can access 24 hours a day. We're gonna zip through here, the Schooner Bar. It's the Schooner Bar. Chop's Grill right over there on deck 5, so that's interesting. So there is the Schooner Bar and Chop's Grill. Right, moving to the back, deck 5, we have Izumi Sushi. They have a separate teppanyaki on the ship, but here is deck 5, and you have the Bionic Bar. You can see the Esplanade below. There's the Bionic Bar. We're gonna zip through this. We're there on the port side. Actually, that's starboard side, but Wonderland Imaginative Cuisine. You have the holiday decorations. Here is your shore excursions desk with kiosks and person there that can help you. But here we are now entering what is known as the Via. You can see where we are on the ship. We'll be heading back. Deck 5 towards the back of the ship has some amazing venues here. This is called the Via. So you have 2 different sections of the ship that get forward to back. They're on different levels. Deck 4 is the Royal Esplanade, and deck 5 is the Via in the back of the ship. Look at this beautiful, beautiful view. You have Giovanni's Italian Kitchen. On Anthem, it's Jamie's Italian. That was the first ship to get Jamie's Italian. More shops. Look at the dining room below. And there is the, I guess it's a jellyfish. And here is your wine bar, tapas bar. And it's got a menu you can get, including fried lasagna. Here is the art auction kiosks. And again, that's the tapas bar. Vintages, I think it's called. But they have some small tapas from the Giovanni's Italian Kitchen. Next, cruise desk in the back. And probably my favorite part of the Quantum class ships, the 270. And right before that, of course, you have the cafe at 270. And this is where the aforementioned specialty coffees can be had, but they're open for breakfast and lunch. And they have kippered herrings, smoked mackerel, smoked salmon. You can get lox and lots of stuff, bagels. Of course, here is your gingerbread house. You have complimentary coffees over there. You have oatmeal, hot milk, grits. Here you have, this is where you have your eggs. Cafe Promenade, no eggs. You have the breakfast. We have the breakfast burritos. You have your croissant sandwiches. You have your bakery items. This is where you get your specialty coffees. Yep. Yes, and then your complimentary beverages over here, and it opens up into the 270. So you're welcome to come out here and bring your food. There's a little place over there when we first walked in on the right, little tables. But this is really cool place to, it's a quiet place in the mornings and afternoons. This is a multi-use venue. They do trivia, they have shows at night, they have sometimes concerts, sometimes they have virtual concerts, and they have the robo screens and the projection screen. So it's a 270-degree view, and the cost of building this one venue was $25 million, more than the first ship in the fleet, well, one of the first ships in the fleet, just for this venue. High tech. The robotic screens cost like $1 million a piece. And there's a bar over there, and they have the signature show, The Book, and better to view it up on deck 6. And how to access that: when you come in, you just come in and see the stairs over there, you just go up. So that is your 270, and they used to have these chairs over here in the back so people can just sit there. But as you can see, the seating, it's like amphitheater style seating. And these entertainers will come in from the bottom and they come in from the top. And he used to have chairs over here. On this ship, they took them out. More stages that go in and out. And look at this. You can even look down and see part of the ship below. But these are where the lights and stuff come in. Actually, you can't see the ship below. That's just lights. All right, so that is really cool. Look at the view. And you can see the robotic screens and the way this place is. It's amazing. So the book is the signature show here. Recommended to see it from the second level here as you go up. That person up there is walking. Better to look at it from there. So that is the 270, and that is deck 5 on Odyssey of the Seas. All right, continuing on our ship tour of Odyssey of the Seas, we already did decks 3, 4, and 5. 6 through 10 are staterooms, and the only things on decks 11 and 12 in the front of the ship is Adventure Ocean. So deck 11 is your young kids. It's young kids 6 to 12 years old. This is in the front of the ship. That's on deck 11. And the rest is staterooms. And on deck 12, Adventure Ocean more. And we won't go all the way in, but I'll just show you. This is where it is at the front. And this is the younger kids, the juniors. So deck 12 is the youngest. And deck 11 is the pre-teens. And then later we'll show you where the actual teens from 13 and up. So that's decks 11 and 12. Time to move up. 13, very simply, the only thing here are suites, lounge, and staterooms. So the suite lounge is all the way in the back of the ship. And right now we are in the front. So we're going to head to the back and show you the suites lounge for suite guests, grand suites and up, and Pinnacle Club. All right, we made it to the suites lounge. There's 2 doors here in the back. I think the main entrance is over here. And that's what it looks like. You have to have a gold card to enter. And we have a beautiful sunset happening here in Curacao. There's actually people in here. Can you believe it? But this is where the concierge will sit. And you have beautiful views of the sunset in Curacao. And over here you have your hors d'oeuvres, your coffee machine, and you see here there's hors d'oeuvres. I think they just opened. But you got your coffee machine, you got your hors d'oeuvres, and that is your suites lounge on Odyssey of the Seas. It's on deck 13. On other ships like Anthem, it's on deck 12, but on this ship, it's on deck 13. All right, so there's deck 13. Deck 14 on Odyssey of the Seas is food. We'll start with the interior. Over on the starboard side, and we're at the back of the ship, by the way. I have the windjammer over here. And it is already dinner time, early dinner time, and the coastal kitchen is open for suites. Junior suite and up can eat dinner here. Pinnacles. Here is your coastal kitchen. Give you a quick glance. Coastal kitchen. Here is your Windjammer marketplace. Yes, I'm just walking around. So there's the washy lady. This is your Windjammer bar. You can get your specialty coffees, beverage package, deluxe beverage package. Crown and Anchor drinks all work here. What's really cool about this, they have the hand-dipped ice cream. Here's your Christmas display, by the way, in the Windjammer. Hand-dipped ice cream display with toppings. They got sprinkles and chips. Sprinkles and chips. And at Christmas time, they have the Christmas cookies. And this Windjammer is really cool. The bar is kind of out of the way. It's one kind of weird, but this is a dessert up front. It looks like it might be Italian night. It's like, I don't know. Let me see. Tiramisu cups. What are those? Yes, tiramisu, classic tiramisu. Good choice.
You thinking about it?
That's okay. You're gonna be famous. This is a crumble oat and berry bar vegan. That actually looks really good. There's your bar over here on the one side, but it's your typical layout of Windjammer. I'm not going to bore you with the gory details, and we'll move on out into deck 14 on the outer deck outside, and you will see the El Loco Fresh here in just a second. Okay, we are walking out here. It's been a breezy day. There's a fresh breeze here in Curacao, but we are still about 2 hours away from all aboard, 7:30. Here is El Loco Fresh. Fresh Tex-Mex. It's your typical El Loco Fresh. You got some nice ocean views. You got your toppings. It's right here on deck 14 on your pool deck. If you like to find ducks, there's a big one. So here is your pool deck. You got your lime and the coconut. And we'll zip on through here and we'll get you another view. 14 is also the place for your sprinkles, soft serve, frozen yogurt. And here is the more of a, I guess it's sort of like an adult type area. There's a bar here. There's the lime and the coconut. And they have these infinity hot tubs up there, as you can see. So be careful what you're wearing when you're in those hot tubs. And there's some down here. Another pool area. Now we're going to head over to the solarium. As your towel station over here. But yeah, the lime and the coconut is big. And you'll see when we go up to deck 15, the suites sun deck is up there. Okay, so let's move on to the solarium. All right, the solarium, and it's climate controlled, so that's nice. It's air conditioned in here. It's pretty humid outside. So this is a 18 and older, and home of the Solarium Bistro. It's open for dinner every night. It's open for lunch. On sea days, it's open for breakfast every day. Here is your beautiful Odyssey of the Seas solarium. They have a bar here. They have a lady that is sunbathing that looks real, but she's not real. And you can see right there. But it's got the levels of pools, cascading pools, if you will. You got areas here to just lounge. You got cushy couches. It's pretty at night. As you can see, you got in-water loungers. You got hot tubs. And no hot tubs on this side. There's hot tub on the other side. Down there is a hot tub. And these are regular pool, but that is your solarium, and you can see what it looks like up here. Deck 14 forward on Odyssey of the Seas as we are in Curacao.